Hello and thank you for clicking on Season 1, Episode 1 of the College of Deviant Behaviour. We really appreciate it. If you want to check out a bit about what this project is, then you can find out in the description. All the relevant stuff's there. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We've actually just this week released our first ever magazine, so you can check that out in the description below as well. It's free, digital version online on our website, so check that out, have a read, see what we're all about. Today, as part of our residency series, we're bringing you Mr. Kris Laudrum on our podcast. It was really fun recording this, our first ever one. Kris kind of interrogates me a little bit about the project and we try to work out what it is. It was pretty weird looking back at it because we recorded it on the 3rd of May. So yeah, loads of stuff changed. We were saying we were going to do things. We did most of them actually, but yeah, it was interesting to look at it, and just I don't know, a lot happened in a month as well. So it was quite fun. And then I questioned Kris about where he's at and what he's up to. Like, the residency series is all about me asking people how I can help them with my filmmaking skills. So that's what I asked Kris. So check out what he pitched to me of what we make, what we're gonna make together. What else happened? Yeah, I also he gives some really good voiceover artist tips in this episode. So if that's something that you're into or you're just interested, then listen out for that. And then I put his voice acting to the test. Kris being a voiceover artist, I found some images of some cartoons and got him to improvise some voices for those cartoons. So that's how we finished the podcast. So check that out as well at the end. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this podcast with a Mr. Kris Laudrum. Oh yeah. Imagine we didn't clip that.
Fuck yeah.
That would have been the worst start to like the first podcast ever.
I mean,
we get that back and we've got no sound.
I mean, you got your camera sound, just a
Got
nice
the
little
camera sound, but
echoey room.
listen to this, guys.
Bit of ASMR. Love it.
Starting the podcast with a little bit of
Right in front of it. Diet Coke. Get yourself a refreshing glass.
Oh, can we even say that? Can we even show this?
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna move.
It's not a paid advertisement. Buy Diet Coke.
Not yet.
Tilt
I
it.
shouldn't leave that there, should I?
Yeah, man.
No, let's leave that. Right, hello. I'll probably leave all that in.
That's nice.
Yeah. But this is the first College of Deviant Behaviour podcast. So I feel like I should say something about it and what it is and why we're here.
Yeah, tell us all.
Why we gathered everyone here today. Well, my name is Cameron. I have set up this project, the College of Deviant Behaviour. I am here with Kris, who's come to visit me in St. Helens in my flat. And the College of Deviant Behaviour, I'm still just figuring out how to talk about it because...
Let's break it down. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay, the beginning.
The very beginning.
Well, I guess the beginning of this project started in 2018 when I went to Sheffield. So I had the idea of the name more than what it was. Okay. So it was like the name, the College of Deviant Behaviour, because it feels like a collective, a group of people. It sounds a bit like an educational establishment, which it's not. But I just had this idea of, in my head when I first said it, it was like this cool college, but it was more like a place.
Cool kids.
It was like a place where you go and learn the stuff that you're not supposed to know. Yeah. Like how to cheat permits, film permits, and like, I heard Werner Herzog talking about that once, and like, I'm going to do that as well because I'll be distracted from my ADHD brain. And just like but it was always a collective. It was always a group of people. And then, so I had that name for ages and I was like, I don't know what it is, but I know I want to do something with it. And I went through loads of old notebooks because I just doodle in notebooks all the time. I was going through loads of old notebooks the other day and just seeing just the words, the College of Deviant Behaviour, like scrawled out like that, like in just pen. And it comes from something. I'm not going to get into it now. But it comes from my favourite artist, this guy, Basquiat. That's like a symbol from his artwork. You can see it there. And this like style of drawing and stuff like that. So the image and the name was there, but I had no idea what it was. But I knew I wanted to do something with it. I told my housemate at the time, I was like, I love this name and I've got these ideas for it. And it was kind of like, at first with everything, it was like a video series. And then I didn't really do anything with it. I was just off doing other projects on tour with the theatre company and making films and all that stuff. And then lockdown happened, I guess, skipping forward a lot.
Yeah.
Lockdown happened. And I had this idea always to have something called the Night School, which was always going to be like a collective community of artists, people coming together to create work and to support each other and like encourage each other and things like that. And that was always obviously going to be in person, but then lockdown happened. And I am someone who keeps in touch with people. Like I was mithering people all the time, just seeing what they're doing. Because did you nod then to the camera?
Yes.
Because like, I'm interested in what my friends are doing and just what people who I've collaborated with and stuff are doing. But I'm also like always looking for something to do. So I always want to collaborate with artists and I always want to help people.
Yeah.
I always want to do that and I always will do that. And yeah, so I was talking to loads of people in lockdown and everyone was depressed. And I know obviously, but like all of my friends, they'd either lost their jobs. It just seemed like I was having the same conversations with people and over again. It was like they'd lost their jobs or they were even on furlough, but they were just so unmotivated and they felt bad. A lot of these people are artists, by the way. They felt bad that they weren't utilising the time because obviously like you've got loads of time at home and getting paid 80%. But like the world wasn't normal, so nothing was happening. So there was no pressure to make stuff.
There was no stimulation.
No, there wasn't anything though, was there? Yeah. So it's understandable. Was you the same at that?
Yeah.
At that point?
I would have said as soon as lockdown hit, I started, like most people, thinking, this is a great time to get creative. But as soon as I'd start putting pen to paper, or usually where you sort of sit in a coffee shop, and write, you'd people watch, and you'd get influences from everywhere. But apart from Tiger King, there wasn't a lot of art,
and you milked that for all it was worth.
Yeah, there was nothing coming through.
No, I mean, the only thing that was happening was TikTok, and TikTok is great, but like it's not the fulfillment that a lot of people want.
No,
and it's not like the longevity that a lot of people want from the work that they're working on or they want to be working on. So I was hearing these conversations and stuff, and I just thought, right, I'll try it. Me personally, I was in a lucky position. I had a job that I was really enjoying. I was working with a lot of young, vulnerable people, and like I felt like we were doing loads of cool stuff. We were still making films and art and like acting. I was living my normal life.
Yeah,
and I know that that's such a privileged position to be in. Obviously, socially distanced and different, but like I had somewhere to go every day, and I was creating stuff every day. And I don't lack normally, especially if I have time. Like I don't lack motivation. I'm someone who's always working on something.
Yeah.
Look now, like 2 years ago, no, I wasn't. But I feel like I'm in a good place now. I'm always working on something, and it's never, even when it's super hard work, it's never like, it doesn't get to me like used to be. It'd be a drain on my mental health and stuff like that. But now I'm just like really motivated in a much better place in my life, which I feel like is why I'm doing this stuff. So I just thought, even though I was on Zoom all day, every day, I just thought I'd try and set up the night school online.
Yeah, let's talk about the night school then.
Yeah, well, that's it. So that night school came out of those conversations with people where I was just like, like maybe these people need something.
Yeah, let's talk about the format of the night school for people who, are new to the idea.
Yeah, and you can sign up to the night school. I'll tell you what it is now, but you can sign up to that on the website. You just sign up to the mailing list, so you'll find our website somewhere in a description of wherever you're watching or reading or listening to this. If
We're
you're
all
reading
good,
it, that's
where all good
unusual.
podcasts are posted.
That's what you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
So the night school format is what I wanted it to be. Is not a place where it's not a workshop. It's not led by me, because who am I? Like, we're all, in terms of that, in that space, we're all on the same level. We're all like, we're all artists. We're all working in the industry, whether we're getting paid for it or not. We're out there doing stuff and creating stuff, or we want to be. So I never wanted it to be like I was in a position of authority, you know, in those workshops that you go into and it's like you're learning something from that person or anything like that. I didn't want it to be that. I didn't want to be teaching, and I didn't want anyone to see me that way. Even though some of the people who are in it I've taught before.
Yeah.
So basically the format is you get given a stimulus. It started on a Sunday. It should be on a Friday now, but sometimes I forget. And you just, it's a stimulus. So it's normally a title with a bit of a write-up that I've written to try and spark people's imaginations. Sometimes it's really successful, sometimes it isn't. That's just the way it is. And so the people's job who's on the other side of it is to react to that stimulus. It's just really simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, that's it. And then on the Thursday, we come together and show each other. And then that's it. Like, we get some feedback from each other, and it's just a way of keeping creative.
Yeah.
So what's your experience been of it, being on the other side?
Well, from the start of it, just because it's been locked down as is central as a whole, like I was saying earlier, my mind just gone into a numb place. As soon as lockdown started, after like the first couple of months where you're thinking, oh, this is something cool, and then you realise, oh, it's not. It's a bit draining, this.
Yeah, I need to have some social.
So, yeah, just, you know, because I live on my own as well.
Yeah.
So that was like, it's been a particularly, I work best bouncing off of other people, and that's what's been given to me by the night school.
Yeah.
But when you're on your own, and it's just like I was talking about the stimulus, you've got nothing around. So for most of the lockdown, I just went in a little comatose state, just waiting for us to all wake up again and just hibernate and feel refreshed, which I do now.
I think that's fine as well.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. A lot of people felt the pressure to do something, and I think it was fine not to.
Yeah.
And still is fine not to, like, to just take those time outs and not have to feel like you're doing it all
You know,
the time.
people need it. You've got to have a break away from anything.
Yeah.
Like, they got the pressures and the sometimes the creative ideas just don't come.
Yeah.
And you get, especially with lockdown, things get demoralise you.
It's not a 9 to 5, is it? You can't just...
No. I wish it, you kind of wish it was a 9
Yeah,
to...
I wish I could just
I could work...
Oh, I've got a free time 9 till 12. I'll just be creative now. But it doesn't work like that, does it?
It's like a writer's block of everything.
Yeah.
But no, with the night school itself, it was just like... I didn't post as much as I would have, but I'd always be working on scripts, like even the feedback, because for the night school format itself, usually in small chunks that you're presenting to everyone. So like I did my own little creative podcasts based off of them, which are like 20-minute episodes that I've started doing.
And I listened to one.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes is too long.
It's too long,
on a Zoom
it's too
call,
long for a Zoom chat.
Yeah.
But, it's been keeping me
This is what I
stimulated.
found, though. Like, anyone I've spoken to who's been apprehensive about going to the night school because they're like, oh, I don't think I can make anything, or they're worried about making something or just not having a reaction to it or anything like that.
No.
They've come to the first one without anything, and then they've just been really inspired by other people.
Yeah, it's not a competition to be, posting out the best stuff or having a fully polished product. Is like, you've got even an idea of a script or an idea of a poem or, a short film, a photo gallery that you'd want to do, or a piece of music. And you just come to the night school itself and just speak to other creatives.
Either show it.
Yeah.
Some people show a final product, or just literally say, oh, that made me think of this.
Yeah.
And then that becomes a conversation, and something happens out of that, doesn't it? And then you can go away and create that thing, or just throw it in the bin and move on to the next week.
Yeah.
But people have that, I think that word is right, like been stimulated by it creatively, like just having reactions to it. And what has happened, which I didn't expect to happen, or maybe I wanted to but didn't expect to, was the community that it is now. Like, how buzzing is everyone? Everyone is buzzing about a Thursday. Thursday night is when we do it.
Yeah.
And like, friendships have sparked out of it, and it's become a real like therapeutic social space.
Yeah.
Whereas where the work has become secondary to just hanging out with like 25 people on a Zoom call. And that's kind of been like the great thing about it. And I guess like when that goes in person, that's going to be like amplified to the max when we can go out and have a drink after rehearsals and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be 100% motivated to put those sessions on to have a drink afterwards.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the main thing that I want to do.
So yeah, let's talk about the future of College of Deviants.
Right, okay, yeah. So
I think that would be
so the night school, by the way, is the absolute segment of what the College of Deviant Behaviour is.
yeah.
The College of Deviant Behaviour is there to support and encourage artists. So my main thing is that I think the best way to support artists is through money. But that's I don't have any money right now, and this isn't making any money.
Yeah.
I've quit a job, really. I've taken money out of my life to do this. So I run out of money in June. This is launching in June. And then we'll see what happens. But like that's where I'm up to with it at the moment. And like, so I don't have the money to give the artists. The future of this is that I do get money and I can pay people.
Right.
Not only pay people to help me create my content that's going to be based around the College of Deviant Behaviour, but to pay them to produce their content.
Okay.
So I would pay you. We'd get in a room and we'd make a sketch show, and I can pay you as an actor, and that's the best way to support artists is to pay them.
Yeah.
So that's where I want to go. That's who I want to be. Before that, because I don't have it, I still feel like I've got something to offer artists as a filmmaker, and as someone who has left the job and now has time. Because I think just giving time to people is really important.
Of course. Yeah.
And so even just to hang out with people, I'd be up for that, basically. Like, it's a bit of an excuse for me to just be social and be friends with people. But I like to direct conversations into ways of like making stuff and like being motivated to create things without it feeling like a job or anything like that.
Yeah. Just having a person there to like the night school is just to creatively bounce off of, help give these artists ideas. That's
something that I want to do. And the other thing I can do is put them in a spotlight, so film them. And so I thought of the best way to do that is to create a magazine, because we can feature artists in a magazine. So the College of Deviant Behaviour is centralised around a magazine, the Deviant Mag, which will go out on the 1st of June.
Okay.
It's a bi-monthly magazine, and then
so is that twice monthly or once every 2 months?
Once every 2 months.
Okay.
So it'll come out on the 1st of June and the 1st of August.
Okay.
So from the 1st of June, anyone who's featured in that magazine, and also some people who aren't, I will then be creating content with them over those 2 months. So like this will come out alongside that stuff.
Okay.
Like the first featured artist is a musician, so I've filmed a live lounge, like an outside acoustic session with her, and I felt like I was going to cough, but I didn't. And I've done an interview with her, and I'm going meeting Pi, who's a member of the night school, tomorrow. We're going rock climbing with her. We're going to make a film about her. So we're just creating content, like,
So that's
to put out.
So that's your idea of this. Finally, when we get to a stage of being able to support these artists with cash or time, it is through this content that we'll be creating in the build up to their own work. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So at the moment, it'll just be a spotlight for them.
Yeah.
Exposure. That horrible word that artists don't want to hear.
Yeah, but it's exposing their creative thing. Like it's more advertising than exposure.
It's to showcase them. It's a showcase of who they are, what they want to do. It's also a snapshot of this moment in time when they're at this stage of their career. Some people will be like on the way and already like super successful in what they want to do. Some people will be at the very early stages.
Okay.
And for me, the core of this is the community and like the people that you can meet and the want to create memories and capture those moments.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting out of it, and centralizing all of that around this brand, I guess you could call it, is this, the College of Deviant Behavior is this thing now that's like, that's my baby. And that's where I can put everything, because it's so broad as an idea, which, you know, which might be its downfall. You never know. This is the first conversation about it, but it might be that all my feedback is it's too broad.
Yeah. I mean, throw it at a wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, exactly. So this is why this is season 1, and we'll see where it goes. And this might be a really funny conversation to look back at and be like, oh, like you didn't know what it was, but I know I don't know what it fully is yet.
Yeah.
Which I'm very happy. I'm happy to be in this place. It's just like, let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. Centralized around a magazine. It produces content, collaborating with artists, and the goal is to eventually pay them.
Yeah.
To do their work. Yeah. Fund them, create opportunities, create a community. Like, that's it, really. So it's simple. It is simple, but it's brand new. So I'm still like working out how to talk about it, basically. But this will be a funny conversation to look at in 29 days to see what actually came out of it. Maybe nothing. Maybe I have quit.
But it's content.
Right, let's move on to the next section and get those cameras started. Nice one.
Nice one. Yeah.
I said in the last take, I'll say it again now, I appreciated you being here in that first section. It felt good.
Thank you.
I know it was a bit of a ramble, but I think it was good to have you question me.
Yeah, like it always helps to bounce off. Now it's your turn.
Yeah,
be the host.
So we've got a close up on Kris here. So this is because this should be more about Kris, this section, which is really important for me, because that's what the College of Deviant Behavior is about. It's a collective, really. It's a community of people. I'm gonna. That was my Diet Coke. It's a community of artists, not just artists though, individuals, businesses, athletes, anyone who's just doing life a bit independently or having something a bit different to say in their industry. So they might be doing the commercial route, but they might be doing it like as someone who's representing something that hasn't been represented there before.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that is what it's all about. And I guess that's a through line in the philosophy. My original idea was disrupting the everyday, wasn't it? And I don't mean that by like going out and like banging a drum and
flash
like,
dances.
Yeah, like none of that. Or maybe some of that, but none of that doomsday or anything that's like right in people's faces, which I'm all for as well. But it can be little things as well. It can be like recycling.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Just doing things
nice.
that is against the norm.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of a through line of what we're going for. And working with people. So you're here in St. Helens now.
I'm on my jollies.
As people might have guessed, he's not from St. Helens.
No.
Where are you from?
I'm from a little village called Rain in Essex.
Essex.
And
you're up here, and this is a big part, and the idea I have is like this residency of my flat. You've come to visit. And as I said in the first section, I have a minimal amount of skills. As a filmmaker, I feel like I can film people okay.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can encourage artists, and I will always have creative conversations with people.
Yeah.
And it always comes to a point where I'm like, yeah, let's do it then. I'm a doer. I'm someone who encourages people to do things.
A pusher.
I'm a pusher. No, that's who I want to be though. I do think we can get in our own heads sometimes, and I have in the past. That's what I've learned from it. Sometimes we just do it.
Yeah.
And I want to be like a leader of that. I want to be someone who does that. And I want to be someone who helps other people do that. So I said to you, while you're up here visiting as a friend, to come and be part of this residency series that I might be starting, or just the idea of using me whilst you're here, staying in my flat, and hopefully I can offer these residencies to other people. And while you're here, me asking you, what is it that you want to do? Who do you want to be? What is it that you want to work on at this moment in time?
Ooh. And
what can I do to help?
Okay.
So why don't you answer the first part of that?
Okay. Who do I want to be?
What do you want to do?
What do I want to do?
Sometimes with artists, that's the same question.
Yeah. It's not a loaded question. I've always had a bucket list. You know, I've never wanted to do one specific thing. I've wanted to try and be.
Well, I guess as an intro for everyone before you get into this, sorry.
No worries.
What have you been doing? Who are you?
Okay, I'm Kris. My main focus is at the minute. I've been voiceover, voice artist, voice acting, all things voice.
Yes.
The umbrella term. Dabbled in a little bit of theatre, a little bit of commercials. Just what I've been working on is mainly the corporate voiceover.
Yeah.
Especially in the last year, because that's the nice money maker. That keeps the bills paid.
And we know each other because we did an acting course together.
We did an acting course in UCLan.
That's where that was our first experiences of each other. We've lived together in the past.
Yeah.
But I felt like, we've been very similar in the sense that we've always wanted to make our own stuff and always been or tried to make our own stuff.
Yeah.
Not all actors do that. Some actors are just good actors and just go and do the acting, which I really, really, really respect because it's so hard.
Yeah, I think it's more, it's almost a requirement to be able to make your own stuff nowadays.
It is, yeah.
If you're not working, I feel like it needs to be drilled into more young actors. I mean, like if your only good thing is acting, which for me, that's all I wanted to focus on.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I didn't care for writing. I didn't, just let me be a part of your project. Let me help you create your creative vision. But sometimes those opportunities they're not the ones that are always available because a lot of people are insular. A lot of people, if there are a lot of people creating their own work, like you're saying that some people want to create work for themselves, they can't really afford actors to bring on, so they would have to create their own work for themselves, and then they bring on other people as that expands.
Yeah.
So for me,
so it's felt like a necessity for you to be making stuff.
But like I felt it's a good necessity in a way.
Yeah.
It's pushed me to do things that I didn't expect to do. Like I never thought I would write things. I'd always thought I'd direct things or produce things. But I never, writing I've just really started picking up.
Yeah.
Probably last 3 years.
Yeah.
I've started doing it.
Like when I guess when the acting work isn't coming in.
Yeah. When the acting work isn't coming, just make your own stuff.
Yeah. And like my thing was that I was always making my own stuff. When we were in uni, I was writing and filming and trying to make stuff, and I was like never maybe necessarily that good at that stage, but that's where my first I was like, when I was thinking like the acting thing wasn't for me, I was like, what is for me then?
Yeah. And
I was like, oh wait, I've always filmed stuff. I should go and maybe pursue some of that. And I did, and what I've learned is that isn't even for me really all the time. It is for me. That's the thing. I want to be a director. Yeah. But I don't want to direct all the time. I don't want to direct other stuff, other people's stuff. I'll probably make a film once every 3 years, my own film, and that's probably it. And so in the meantime, I can chat to people like you and help you make your stuff. That's what I want to do. Okay. So, that's interesting to hear that that's been a necessity. But then I guess has that become what is it now then? What do you want to do now, or where do you want to go in the future?
Well, like you say, for the necessity, you've gone into filmmaking. You've discovered that that's a thing you wanted to do, and you want to, but always take a step back to be the producer. Like at the minute, I feel like I'm going to be creating my own writing. But as we go on in the future, I don't, it's an extra job. Yeah. For me to be doing where I feel like my best work is in the acting, and but I can't fully do that 24/7, 12 months.
And people would know that if they've seen the Butter-Kissed advert that you were in.
Yes.
Check that out.
I mean,
some of Chris's best work.
Back in first job I got out of uni.
Still riding on it.
Yeah, well, I did get a check for that about.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's nice.
About 12 months ago.
Oh, right.
So I want them to put it out again.
£12.
Please.
But yeah, your thing is the acting.
Yeah.
I think it is. From the outside in, I would like to see you doing that. That would be the thing that I would want to see you most doing.
Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, my bucket list, I've always wanted to write, direct, and film my own short film or feature film.
Mm-hmm.
I work with other people like Callum Smiles. He's got his TV shows he wants to be producing. I'd love to ride on that and help him produce them, or being a co-writer or a showrunner for like one of his projects. So I'd love to do stuff like that, but I'd also love to voice in an animated film.
Yeah.
I'd love to do motion capture in a game. You know, I've got all these years, and I don't have to hit every single one, but I've just, I'm not tying myself to any one genre or, facilitated piece of work.
Yeah. And that's good, because like it's hard to just focus on one and then and just be waiting for that.
Yeah.
Because it might come, it might not. You have to find other things. Also, like, it doesn't have to be creative, the other things.
Yeah.
You're a great baker.
I'm a great baker.
I mean, you've got to have stuff that...
You want a cheesecake?
I am half joking, but like...
I'm not.
I'm half serious. Like, you've got to have other stuff.
Yeah, you can't always... that is something I have found out over lockdown. I feel like, make sure you have these other things, because, especially if you're not working as an actor...
Yeah.
Or voiceover or whatever you're doing creatively, you feel every single second that you're not working towards that, when you're not working at it, you feel, you demoralize yourself, but you've just got to be able to allow that time to get out of that space.
Yeah.
And then jump back into it.
It's kind of where you get all your inspiration from. Well, for me personally, when I'm out, when I'm just with my little brother, or I'm somewhere else, not surrounded by artists and actors and stuff, it's like other people. But yeah, no, that's cool. So in terms of this residency, like, what can we do over the next however long you're going to stay in my flat for, which I hope it's forever?
Okay. Well, I don't know forever.
But what can I help you with?
Okay, I'll tell you the project I'm currently on.
Come on.
It's a Twitch streaming channel that I've created called Deviant FM. Not riding off your name.
Come on.
Yeah. But I'm basically
Happy
using
days.
using the platform of Twitch as a public access TV network, or a fake radio show. So I'm using that service and creating my own. It's almost like a sketch comedy, but long form entertainment of these like Alan Partridge-esque radio shows.
Come on.
And that will help. I'm using that as almost, I work on a lot of character comedy and improv, but using the production value of a radio show. But I'm then going to use that to inform my writing, the stuff that I come up on the spot. So
I see what you mean. So are you going to stream live improv?
Yeah, stream live improv, but I'll have basic storylines of each stream, or the characters that will go on for months. But
months, years,
and it won't be like I'll have I have a storyline for one stream, and I'll be riffing off that, but I'll also bring in some pre-recorded stuff to keep the storyline going, so I'm not just sort of sitting there to camera
all the time. And I suppose you can produce that stuff.
Yeah, I can produce a lot of the voice work I create is you can create high quality sound designing stuff all in your own home. Yeah. And I think that's going back to why I'm creating voice stuff. It's something you can do in your own house at a high level.
I mean, especially in lockdown, everyone got a home studio, didn't they? So it was like, I bet a lot of companies are now just looking for someone with a home studio rather than going hiring a studio. Yeah,
especially like with podcast stuff. I want to, the streams that I'm making will help with my writing. The streams that I'm making are going to be condensed down forms that I write down and make into podcasts
and sketches
and sketches,
sketch podcasts as well, like that kind of feeling. Yeah, cool.
And what you can do, for me,
yes, please,
is the production value of it. I think if I'm to make this a long form, show that people come into view, I want it to make it as believable as possible of this Deviant FM and these hosts that host it. I want to be able to have, adverts mid-filled that need filmed and created. I want to have like an intro storyline set up. Just little bits of complimentary
Yeah.
filming that will go alongside.
Like produced film stuff alongside the improv, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Let's do it.
So that's the idea.
So that's what we're going to do. So if we've done that,
Yes.
when will it be out? Or when will you be starting?
If I can get it all done, because it's everything I'm learning is new on the spot. So
Yeah.
it's live video producing
Yeah.
on the spot. So I've just downloaded, I've been learning new skill sets throughout, lockdown.
Lockdown
Tried to.
Yeah.
You try to keep yourself going. But, it's just learning new software. But hopefully, I'm a quick learner. Hopefully, from when we recorded this, probably about 2 weeks will be my first.
Oh, right. Oh, so hopefully it'll definitely be out. If it's not, if anything's gone wrong in that time, they can surely still subscribe to your Twitch, anyone who's listening to this.
At Deviant FM, twitch.com/Deviant FM.
Can you do it in a PR radio voice now?
Okay. Subscribe to Deviant FM. Twitch Prime. Subscribe.
Deviant FM. I can't do voices.
That's okay. Keep going. You do it for me.
I shouted. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Subscribe to Deviant FM.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe that sounds a bit like a late show.
Yeah, no, I got
Subscribe to Deviant FM.
Deviant FM. Welcome to my talk show.
Welcome to Deviant FM.
Yeah, I love it.
That sounds awesome. We should definitely we should start that tomorrow. We'll at least be writing it.
Yeah, and there's something that the college can help me with. I sort of mentioned it. I'm not trying to get free work off of people.
No, but we're a community and a collective. Like it's all
help
about
me.
that, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So as I was saying, in between a lot of these Twitch streams, it's just people in their homes playing games. But I thought I'd bring a production, like I'm talking about the production value as if it's its own world where this Deviant FM radio show.
Yeah, I know it's not the greatest reference, but the way that Little Britain did The Village, they had that kind of village that wasn't like a real village, but like they created a world.
A world in itself, yeah.
Like that.
So, and in between these sort of segmented character pieces, I'm going to have like actual in-universe adverts playing in between these segments. So I just need people's voices to be all of the radio advertising readers, or be actors in actual
they'd
adverts.
love that. The Night School would love that. And maybe anyone who's listening to this or who wants to apply for that, like they can just get in touch with you, can't they?
Yeah.
On Instagram. Go on.
1 sec. On Instagram at Kris W Laudrum or Twitter. But there is also a deviantfm.twitch@gmail.com.
Oh, okay.
That's if you want to get involved, email me on there and say you want to be a part.
Yeah.
Because at the start of what this creative thing is like it is the sketch show. I'll be playing all of the hosts, but there's some, because of my physical form in life, I can't.
Because of my physical form.
You haven't unleashed my full power. I'll maybe want to collaborate. If I don't want to do it full time, I'll have other comedy or character actors come in and be their own hosts. That's sort of that's
cool. Yeah, that makes sense. And so this feels a bit like it's kind of the starting point. Like it's the place where you're going to start.
Oh yeah.
And then you're going to see, because with comedy as well and improv comedy, like you then can develop that.
Yeah.
So your starting point, you're almost writing live.
Yeah. But basically, this is a hot seating session.
Yeah. That's scary, man. Are you not scared?
No, I thrive on stuff like that. I love a bit of improv.
Oh man, I'd be so terrified to to say something that's going to get me cancelled.
It's Twitch.
I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad person, but I have questionable WhatsApp groups, as we all do.
We all do.
Yeah, that's quite scary. I mean, obviously it wouldn't happen when you've got an audience and you're there. Like obviously it wouldn't happen, but I'd be scared. I think that the nerves would probably make me shut down.
Yeah, I think.
I feel like it won't for you though. You just like,
If I lose not lose myself, and that sounded very
lose
pretentious.
myself.
If I was just myself on camera,
Yeah,
I think I could easily fall into that sort of, you know, reacting to the audience bouncing off, and then I lose control of myself.
right. Okay.
But if
you're a character,
if I'm a character, I feel like I've got these confines.
yeah, you've got the rules, haven't you?
I've got
what that character would say.
Yeah.
I suppose also if that character is like a bit troubled, then that's fine because it's a character. Like characters are flawed. That makes sense. Yeah. So you're not actually saying what you would say.
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. There's some characters that, you know, it would be out of turn for them to say some things.
Yeah.
But now you've brought it up, I am actually scared of one character.
Well, you'll have to just.
I'm just thinking, if I'm live and on a ramble, he's gonna say some terrible things.
See what happens.
Yeah.
See what happens. You can always delete it afterwards.
Yeah, get rid of the channel, make a new channel.
But I mean, I think that sounds like a very healthy way of writing.
Yeah.
Live in front of people, direct feedback from, like, that's how I'm going to be doing when I get back on the stand-up stage. So I used to write scripts.
Yeah.
None of that. I'm just going to go out with an idea and I'm just going to try.
Yeah, it's only been like this last year where I've fully realised that's my best way of writing.
Yeah.
Like, I've always used the voice memo app.
Yeah.
And I've just sat there and I've had, like, for some of my podcast ideas, I just ramble for 30 minutes. I'm just like, oh, here's a storyline that I want to, and there's some beats I want to hit.
That's cool.
But then I just improv it and then, you know, write out what I've said and then clean it up. Then I voice record it again, improvise, then clean it up. That's been my way of working for the last.
Cool.
Yeah, it's only something I've just discovered this last year, because before I'd be like just sitting. What's the best way to write a screenplay? And let's just sit on in front of me, and it hasn't been working.
Doesn't work.
No, so I thought just give
That's
myself.
how we make theatre, isn't it? We're in a room.
Yeah,
We just do it there,
devising
rather than sitting and writing it. It doesn't work for us.
No.
That's cool. Okay, I'm really excited about it. So hopefully you can go and see that and watch it live.
Yeah.
Or see some of the stuff that maybe you've already streamed.
Yeah.
And we'll get to making that stuff.
Yeah.
This week, and then that'll be on there as well.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
Yeah. It's just needed a lot of, well, it doesn't have to start off with a lot, but there's a lot of pre-production that needs to go into something like this for the, you know.
I think this is quite interesting talking about it now, and then when this goes out, actually, they can go and see it, and we can go and see it when we're listening back to this and going, oh, remember that conversation we had? That's what it is now. Yeah. It's there.
Like what Cameron said, I might just scrap it all and just...
I think it won't. I think it'll be there. I think a version of it will be.
Yeah.
If it's early ideas, like, you might change it, but I think a version of that will be there. I think it has to be. You're going to have to be doing it. That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right. I have some questions.
Shoot.
But we'll make that into another section.
Okay.
Because we're on 20 minutes.
This is going to be a long episode. I hope people stay tuned.
I think they will, you know. You're an interesting guy.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want to give us an outro? A Deviant FM outro?
Okay. Thanks for listening to me and Cam on the College of Deviant FM, College of Deviant Behavior. Please watch me on Deviant FM on Twitch.
Thank you.
And I might clip it on YouTube.
There you go.
I want to put recording.
We're back.
Again.
Let's just... All I did was switch a camera off and on. Awesome. Right. Well, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you, audience.
I hope someone's watching it.
Or listening on Spotify.
I'll be, yeah.
Or Audible.
Thank me.
Thank Cam. Thank me for coming.
Right, this is it. I was going to ask you some questions.
Yeah, do it.
I have them on my phone.
Okay.
So I'm not being rude.
It's a little bit rude.
So
I would have remembered. I just came up with questions on the fly.
In this section,
yes,
I have told you I'm going to surprise you with some characters. So Kris, obviously being a voiceover artiste, at the end of this, to end the podcast, Kris is going to react to some cartoons that I'll put on that screen.
Give you a nice bit of insight.
Yeah,
into my mind.
and you can see how Kris maybe comes up with his voices, and just see like what voices you
ticking.
think would work for the characters that I'll put on the screen. They're just stock characters I found on Google. But we'll do that at the end. I've got some questions for you. So these are questions that I have asked. I've asked other artists this. I'll probably continue to ask them these questions.
Okay.
And they'll probably develop as I go along.
Yep.
But I asked our featured artist this on Saturday. Featured artist in the magazine.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you the same questions, because I like to get the insight. So Martha's a musician. Mm-hmm. So that's different.
Yeah. It is different.
So it might be interesting to hear the same one. So let's get straight into it. Mm-hmm. I asked Martha what she was into growing up. What were you into growing up that you think influenced you now in your creative career?
What has influenced me? Okay, I could think of two things.
Go on.
The first one are the physical comedians of what I grew up in the 90s. Like your Rowan Atkinsons.
Oh, come on, Mr. Bean.
Your Jim Carreys. Your Robin Williams. He was my childhood. Those are the big over-the-top comedy actors.
Yeah.
Physical movement. And then that's really that's what got me into acting in the first place. I just saw the love that people gave these people, and they're just acting, they've got a craft, but they're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is though, they just get away with being so over the top.
Yeah.
But that's because it's rooted in something. Not everyone can do that.
It's rooted in a really the physicalities, and especially I think of Robin Williams. He had these vocal and character performances, but his physicality on the camera was magnetic. Yeah. I just get drawn into him, even with his worst films. Yeah. Like Flubber.
Even in his interviews.
Yeah.
Like his interviews are so physical and performative. You're just like, gee, wow, your brain.
And you start following these people, and then you go, oh, who are these guys' inspiration? Yeah. So you'd look back and you'd see, even go back even to the 20s where you see Charlie Chaplin, people like that. Yeah. And you just research and you absolve yourself in these worlds, and you see these larger than life, and what these actors brought to people's lives of the comedy, they created the whole industry of their backbone of this clowning performance. Yeah. And that's what really influenced me as an actor. Yeah. So sorry, one.
I feel like you were going to say something and you decided not to. No. That's funny, because that's me too. That's where I was coming at. And I only got into acting when I was 16. I know that's still young, but for some people, they get into acting a lot earlier than that. They know they're going to be performers from a very early age. Yeah,
I had my sort of my first dive into it was probably a primary school production or something. But from then I didn't think I'd be an actor then.
I think it was a job.
No, I never thought of it. I just thought, like a year 5 or a year 5 show. I remember reading in for one of the year 6 plays, and for Robin Hood, and I got I got cast in that, and they thought, oh, you did a really good job reading in. Yeah, you get a good part, and I was the announcer for the archery contest. Oh, nice. It's a nice little voiceover. Big loud
is right.
Yeah. So I think that's what. And then from the reaction of people's moms, Kris was good, and that gives you a nice ego boost. It strokes your ego good, and it just gets the ideas flaring. But after primary school, I didn't do any school plays or anything like that all through high school, and then I just realised, it wasn't until literally we got my grades, and it was oh, you should actually pick a place.
Oh, right.
To go, and I thought let's try acting. So I went to my local college, and that from then informed me, because there was a lot of guys who loved comedy and that. Yeah. And we had our little improv classes we did. My teachers there were very into the commedia dell'arte.
Okay, so you got a proper education of it. Yeah, that's cool. That was so you actually had an acting course at that age. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a bit like I don't know what I wanted to be.
No.
Yeah, I think a lot of creatives, you sort of lands in their lap.
Yeah, I mean, for acting, like I just got told.
Yeah.
I got told you should try that. That's what that's what someone told me. Have you thought about being an actor?
Yeah.
No, I hadn't. I'd thought about being a footballer.
Yeah, I think we all
that's who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
I was doing stand up because of a course I got put on. I went to a drama club because I fancied a girl.
Yeah.
Like, I went on an acting course because it was the only thing I could have done, and I wanted to leave my town. So like, it was. I just felt I did like a very much didn't. I didn't even. That's probably why I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But it sounds like to me like college for you is like a stomping ground, and you really got taught what it was.
College was probably the most. I grew most as a person there. You know, I was throughout high school. I was like always the bullied kid,
right?
Or like, I was very quiet in myself,
right?
And then acting course is very expressive, so
became confident.
You became confident in yourself. A lot of people,
and then you learn what it is, and you become self-conscious.
Yeah,
conscious of yourself because you kind of understand
and then
how
it
your body
gets beaten
works.
out of you. You are not. You need to be strict and stand up, and you learn all the technicalities of being the ruthless actor. But,
and then you try to get back to playing,
being yourself.
Playful,
you get broken down to build yourself back up again. It's needed sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
Otherwise,
of course it is to get to that level. That's what it is. That's what. That's why it's hard.
Yeah.
But I think like you're constantly chasing that playfulness like you had as a kid.
Playfulness and self-awareness.
You didn't know what it was. And trying to manage being so self-aware with letting yourself go and live in the moment, which is just so really hard. That's why it's hard. That's why people don't get it. Acting is hard. Very hard. But I feel like that comes with experience, and I'm just getting older as well. That's part of it. You just start growing into yourself a bit. I'm still doing that. I don't know about you.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever stops.
No.
Until
But that's cool. So it's rooted in comedy, which is what you want to do now as well. So you're still like in that same headspace with what you've been influenced by.
I've always, I think comedy is the most open way for me to get into the type of roles I want to do. Like I was saying before, I'm sort of most of the time you're trapped by what you look like. As an actor, straight out of uni, all of the commercial jobs or things that'll be on TV. It's you're the nice boyfriend. Yeah. And like you can get some good roles out of there, but I got like my commercial roles by just looking.
There's not a huge amount of range though, is it?
No. So and comedy, that gives you that.
It does.
It just breaks down the barrier of just saying, you can play whoever you want because not looking like the character, being different to what you look like, adds to the comedy almost. It's like the juxtaposition of it all.
I mean, all of my auditions were like for a bad boy. Yeah.
It's right.
Because you can't hear my voice on my headshot. So it's just like Hollyoaks bad boy. And I feel like I get in.
Yeah.
They'd hear my northern bumble and my awkward way of moving. And then they'd just be like, oh, okay, this guy isn't who we thought he was. No. But yeah. No, I know what you mean. Comedy does take you out of that.
Yeah. And that's like a reason I've got into the voice acting as well, because as long as you've got the true full performance, you can play
anyone. Play a woman. You can play anyone. Different race. Like it can be anything really, can't it?
Yeah.
With voice.
Completely.
Which is awesome.
That's given like
you can play a sponge.
You can. I'm not.
If you get the big job.
If you got no one's kicking out Tom Kenny. He's gonna go on forever. As he should. But yeah, that's why I've sort of dove into the voice thing.
I mean, like picking up on that then.
Yeah.
What's your dream job or jobs like out there? What do you think? Maybe I'll give you two options.
Okay.
Dream job as an actor.
Right.
Dream job as dream game, because I know you're motion capture gamer. You want to be in games, and dream voiceover. So the game is a motion capture. It can be one you can be a series that's already out there that you can.
Yeah. Okay. What were the options again?
Actor, dream acting job.
Dream, just general. Dream acting job. I don't want to be in it, but like, I want to be adjacent. Okay, I'd love to be. No, I don't.
Oh, he's taking it seriously.
I'm taking it seriously, because
The tension.
what my dream acting thing is
The tension is being built.
is that
Go on.
I don't know if it's my dream or my mum's dream.
Sometimes you just want to make your mum happy.
Yeah, I just want to make my dream role is to be in like a period drama or a period fantasy thing, like
Dancing.
Yeah,
The Crown.
my mum loves Outlander.
Okay, I don't know it.
It's like a time traveling.
Okay.
A woman from the 1950s travels back to the 1010s,
Okay.
Scotland,
Scotland.
and she's like, ooh.
She's like,
And there's a lot of
look at this land that we got.
and you know, she stops. I think she stops. I haven't watched it, Mum.
Okay, but you want to be in it
Yeah, I want to be in it, like, or something like
to
that.
make your mum happy.
To make my mum
That's
happy.
nice. Okay, the gaming one could be for you then.
The gaming one
What's
is
the
for me.
gaming series you want to be in?
The gaming series I want to be
Motion
in.
capture. This isn't voiceover. This is motion capture.
Motion. No, that's a different thing. Can I do the voice one first?
Go on, yeah.
The voice one, I'd love to be a voice in GTA. Like, I think I want to talk about my influences for the Twitch stream.
GTA is a big one of them.
Like, I think my comedy of the satire and stuff that's going to be in the show is directly influenced by GTA San Andreas, like the talk show hosts. You know, I only realised that when playing it.
So to give a little bit of context to GTA, let's just swear. Have you got one for the motion capture?
Yeah, I've got one for
Go
the
on,
motion
say
capture.
the motion capture now. And I'll say
The
GTA.
motion capture one is... no, I don't have one for the motion
Oh, you
capture.
don't have it. What about God of War? We just watched that documentary. No. Last of Us.
I think it... No. It
Motion
might be...
capture.
Motion capture.
It's a new game that's not been invented yet.
Yeah, it might be a new game. It might be...
I just wanted to do some movement in that. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Let's just go to GTA then.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just go straight into that. So the reason why we're talking about it is because we're going to start a series in the gaming section of what the College of Deviant Behaviour has.
Yes.
There's a spotlighted indie games section, which we're working on with our mate Jamie Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And basically we're going to start a series called The Games That Made Us,
Yeah.
because we feel like it's our time now to get nostalgic about the games that we used to grow up with, which
Yeah.
is really nice. Like, we're thinking about games that, like, the games that made us, like the games that we grew up with that have influenced our lives more than we thought they had, until, like, when we start thinking about it, it's like, yeah, I spent a lot of time gaming as a kid because I was a kid and I didn't care about anything else.
Yeah.
And GTA San Andreas was like the first one that came up. A game that we shouldn't have been playing
No,
at a young age.
I begged and pleaded with Mum. I think I slipped it in my dad's basket in Tesco. I think that's how he bought it for me.
And we should be playing it, and it obviously has had a big effect on us. Like you're saying now, one of your dream voiceovers would be to voice a character in GTA, or maybe just the radio station.
Yeah, it is literally only the radio station.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be nice to be a main character.
Yeah.
Get the
moolah,
and the accolades.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Okay, cool. So why then? What did GTA do for you then? If we're going to talk about that a little bit of the nostalgia of playing GTA as a kid.
Yeah, I think I was talking about my influences earlier.
Yeah,
I think GTA really informed what my comedy stylings are. You know, I talked about the physical comedy, but, you know, actual telling of jokes, the storytelling of jokes.
yeah.
You know, the world of GTA is just a big satire of modern America and commercialism.
It's really well written.
Yeah, and capitalism. And it's like, everything's a subtle.
So funny.
It's either a pun, a subtle dig, not a subtle dig,
No,
just
not subtle.
a plain dig, or just a parody.
It's literally a parody of America, like of everything in America, because you can do anything you want in that game.
Yeah.
So it's a satire on humanity. It's like, what do you actually want to do as a human?
Yeah.
Go around and punch old women in the back of the head. Like that's the first thing I do when I log into GTA.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit like, what would you do if there were no consequences?
Yeah.
Probably some of this stuff that you're doing in GTA.
And it's like the slightest human impulse of attacking another, like verbally attacking, or like just these childish wants.
Yeah.
What the game gives you, and I think
no consequences.
Yeah.
No one's hurt, so there's nothing bad that's happened.
I think it really. The comedy of like those radio stations was never lost on me.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, it goes, it's just being...
Not even hearing it.
They're not even hearing it. And I remember just taking the time I remember parking my car, a little low rider, in Big Smoke's driveway, and clicking on one of the talk show radio station, and realising that these shows have
a life.
They have a life. And they build as you continue in the game. They get new episodes.
They start talking about stuff that's happened that you've done.
Yeah,
that have influenced you, and they do that on all the GTAs, not just San Andreas.
Yeah,
GTA 5, the one that I've played, and also what I find cute about that, and same when I think about what's happened when I played it, is like, because we were kids, we had a childish outlook on what we would do in that. Obviously, there was a bit of violence because that's what the game is, but there was also like, I didn't do half as much violence as I did just driving a motorbike because I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I didn't care about the missions or like the like violence that you could commit or anything else that was happening in that game. I just cared about riding a bike.
My favourite thing to do in GTA as a kid was turn on the cheats for a flying car.
Yeah.
Turn on one of the radio stations, like flying around the map with Freebird. Just blaring. Just going along.
That's cool. It really affects. Obviously, we'll get into that. We'll get into that in the series. So check that out if you when it's out.
Yeah.
If you subscribe to the YouTube, it'll be on there, and we'll be releasing podcasts about it, won't we? So
on Spotify and
Spotify, anywhere where you can get a podcast.
Anywhere you can get a podcast. Apple Music.
I said it right.
Is it Audible? I don't know if you get.
I don't know.
listen
I'm
to
not looked into it.
Okay.
I watch mine on YouTube. I'll be honest. Okay. Cool. Right. Let me ask you 2 more questions.
Okay. I'll go quick now.
And then we'll get into the fun.
All right.
I mean, this is fun as well, guys. Come on. But we'll get into the cartoons because I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
So my first one is, what's it like for you? Okay, I'm going to talk about money a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because it's a thing I really care. I don't care about money. Gosh.
Yeah.
I care about artists being able to fund themselves and being it, but not having to fund themselves doing something that they don't like.
Yeah. Which
is, obviously, that's what the theme for the night school is, spinning plates.
Okay.
Which is all about, like, this is this week's theme for the night school. It's all about what's it like funding the thing that you actually want to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you now, like, what's it like for you, like, financing your artwork at the moment, the stuff that you want to put out?
See, it's not as interesting now because I think I've overcome that idea. I've finally taken the leap, but throughout, the last, ever since I left uni, when I wasn't understanding what should I do for myself, like I started off with a little blue ball microphone, and that's what started off my gig. But that was like super cheap. I invested in myself.
Snowball, wasn't it?
Yeah, blue snowball. And I always said to myself, like, I think it's a good thing for everyone. Start off small, and then only pay for what you've been earning, especially when it comes to voiceover. Start off with a limited amount, and don't think about, don't have to buy yourself a huge studio.
That's the same with filmmaking.
Yeah, you can earn money on a blue snowball. A little USB mic into your laptop. You can get, you won't be earning equity rates. Otherwise, you shouldn't be touting yourself. But you can, work on people's projects and let yourself.
You can get a voice reel.
Yeah.
You can do all that.
You can do all that.
You can learn how to produce.
exactly. That's what I started off at. But then
On is it Audacity? The free
Audacity.
The free voice.
I'd say most professional voice artists from home use Audacity.
Oh right, okay, yeah, there you go.
So that's you can pay. There's other programs that are better, but Audacity it is good enough for you, and it's always been constantly developed. And
so what I'm hearing is you funded your work through your artwork, through your creative stuff.
Yeah,
well, that's a very privileged position.
Yeah, it's extremely
it?
privileged.
That's not normal.
No, like.
But it's possible. I guess it's to show that you can do that. I mean, like some people can't do that, and they have to go and get a job.
Yeah,
that's a job what you're doing, but they have to go and clean, or they have to go and get a bar job and things like that, and that's perfectly viable and possible to fund your work.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've been in I'm not going to say like I've struggled with. I've had a lot of especially with the work I do.
Yeah.
Time and money. We were talking about this before, like time and being able to afford yourself the time to commit to your artwork.
Yeah,
that's
the most precious.
That's
thing.
the most precious thing. And if you're working a full 9 to 5, 7 days a week, or even longer than that,
you've got no energy.
You've got no energy to do it.
So hard. Not that you haven't, and there's so many people that can. Yeah. There's so many strong people out there that can do a 9 to 5 or a bar job and fund their own work as an artist at weekends or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's hard. You burn out. There's burnout. You're getting into burnout territory.
For the work that I do, I've been privileged with the amount of time I can, a voiceover. I can be in a studio I can get my day's rate for being an hour in a studio. Sure, I'll be setting up beforehand, and editing after, and that might, still take the day. But I can afford to take breaks. I'm not tied to the bell.
Yeah, you're at home. It's fun.
I'm at home. It's fun. It's fun. There is a time of spinning plates is, you feel bad by not dedicating that extra time to pushing yourself forward. And I work with a lot of other artists. I was talking to my friend Callum Smiles. We work on his little shows together. That sounded patronising.
Yeah.
Like his writing, and we have a little comedy show as well that we work on, and it's just all about balancing what you're doing for yourself. And I think you're going to be spinning a hell of a lot of plates.
I'm spinning plates, but you know what I've found is, touching on this same subject, is actually I'm spinning a lot of plates, and I always have. But by stepping back from some of my paid work, what I've allowed myself is time to sit on the couch.
Yeah.
And that's actually where the creative stuff happens.
Yeah.
Not the act of doing it, not the act of filming it or doing this stuff. This stuff is happening because I sat on a couch and daydreamed. And had render time and just chilled out, and didn't think about it until I wanted to. My brain just made me do it.
Yeah.
That's so important.
Yeah. I'd say, if anyone wants to be, if you're in the commercial world, I was definitely, chasing that for the first 4, 5 years out of, it's 5 years out of uni now. So the first 3, 4 years, I'd always commit, do my day job, and then, or especially if I'm working for my dad doing decorating, I've done a load of other jobs, just if I'm sitting at home, and I'd always try and do 3 hours of just emailing people. That email and researching casting directors, researching businesses that I need to chase. You felt like you had to do it, and you do if you want to be in that space.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I've probably sent over 3,000-4,000 emails since leaving uni.
Wow.
And I've probably only gotten 17 replies.
Yeah, you don't. Oh, it's horrible.
It's and that's included the automated reply emails. Thanks for replying. We'll get back to you soon, and they never do.
No. But then I guess, and you've touched on what my other question was anyway. You've answered it, really. But what you found is doing your own work and start... Because the other question was, what advice would you give? I feel like you gave that advice straight away. Start small.
Yeah, start small. There's no... especially for the voiceover thing, you can dive straight into it.
You've got it. If you've funded yourself, if you've worked a job and you've got the money, do it.
Yeah.
Invest. Obviously invest.
Invest in yourself, but if you've got the money, use it. I'd say it's more important to invest in time.
Yeah. take time off.
Yeah.
Relax.
If you've managed to earn $1,000, say.
That's about what I've done.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I've got 2 months here.
Yeah. If you've got $1,000, I'd say it's much better to invest. Like, okay, give yourself time to be
I agree
creating
with
the
that,
work or inviting other artists to talk.
Yeah.
Now, I've probably done, I've probably given myself more by investing in
Time
than the equipment that I've built up over these 5 years.
Sweet. So that's the advice.
Yeah, start small, and then especially because you'll be like if you get, I've got a good quality home studio now. Probably won't have to invest it. Only be like little things I invest in that from now on. To help. Maybe just like, I need to invest in a ISDN internet link so I can do live across the world.
Oh, cool.
Voice recording. But I haven't got those type of jobs yet. But if I
when
got
when
they come, I'll pay for that. Yeah. Wait for things to come.
Yeah.
Wait till you get to that level, and then invest in those kinds of things that will help bring on the bigger, get the higher standard of quality to then bring in the money, keep building on from stuff like that.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll have a little break.
Okay.
And then we'll put some of your voice work to the test, Kris.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
No, thank you.
Hopefully that was useful for everyone.
Yeah. Hope so. If you've got any more questions,
email me. Yeah, probably Instagram.
Or Instagram.
I just harass people
Twitter.
on Instagram, to be honest.
Yeah.
Bye. Until now. Fabulous. Right. Well, that was lovely. Chatting about your work. Now we're going to put it to the test, Kris.
Okay.
Okay. So, if anyone's watching this, you'll be able to see the cartoons. If you're listening to it, I keep drinking so many fizzy drinks and burping. If you're listening to it, you'll probably describe it.
Okay. Yeah. I'll talk for it.
Yeah, you'll look at it and describe your thought process.
Okay.
So Kris will so it's still going to be fun for the people listening to it because you'll describe
Yeah.
what you're seeing. So we're going to put the cartoons on. You're just going to react to it.
Okay.
I just want you to just think of maybe a voice that you would put for this. You can obviously you can go through some options if that's what happens, but you just want you to react to the stock cartoon that you're going to see.
Okay.
It's a bit of an insight for people on how you might come up with voices.
Yeah, my thought process.
And I just wanted to put it to the test. I just think it'd be really fun.
Okay.
So, are you ready for your first one?
Let's go.
Wonderful, right. This is the first one I could find. Boom.
Ooh.
What do you think? What do you think of him?
Okay, what we've got here is a very smart up-to lad. Blue eyes, brown hair.
I like his hair. It's very wavy.
It's very Cameron Jones looking.
Oh, thank you. I thought that.
What is he? Smart casual. Now, he's got a huge head, but he's got a nice.
He's got perfect teeth.
Perfect teeth. He's the kind of guy you'd love to introduce to your mum.
Yeah.
Your mum would love this guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
He seems like the guy you'd hate in the office, though.
Yes.
Like he's too nice. He's too nice. He's passive aggressive nice.
Okay. Let's see. The first thing I'd see here, big wide eyes.
Is he putting a thumbs up? Yeah, he is.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a thumbs up.
That's a thumbs up, so I'll keep that energy in there. A lean
Do
and
it to the camera for us. So
a lean and the thumbs up. And a smile. Okay, that informs a lot of the things. So, I'm guessing he's a bit RP. Trying to think.
He's got a tie on, so he's
He's got a tie on, he's posh, but he's got some jeans on. Okay.
Come on, everyone. We've got to be really working hard for the next appointment. Korea's coming online in 12 hours. We've got to make sure those business products are straight ahead.
Oh, I don't want to, Darren. I can't be bothered.
Well, I don't mean to press you, Gareth. But it's very important that you get those accounts straight to me. He's gone a bit nerdy here, straight nasally.
Yeah.
But I think, let's see.
Do you think he is a nerd? I don't know. I feel like he's cooler than that.
Yeah, he can. It's
because I challenged you.
It's because it's you, and I'm like, I want to impose as feeble a guy as possible.
Wow. I did challenge you though. I did turn you into that. Oh, okay. Go on.
I'm still going. I'm
To the
still
camera,
I'm
to
still
the camera.
developing. So, absolute fantastic, guys. We've all been very working hard over the weekend, and I would have thought that I bought some pizza for us all to eat tonight. So, if you've got any toppings, let me know. If there's any veggies or gluten, just pass that information to Samantha. She's the one ordering it. But I'm just so proud of you guys. There'll be no bonuses, but just thanks for your hard work. So.
Yeah, that felt more.
Yeah,
that felt more like
it develops and changes. It's
definitely where you went at the beginning with that guy. Then
yeah,
definitely more posh.
Yeah. He went to fucking Eton. He went to Cambridge, but doesn't tell
Look at
anyone.
that fringe.
He wants to be part of the crew, but his parents paid the way.
Okay, well, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Do you want to see the next one?
Next one.
I feel like you got there with that one.
Okay.
There's your next one.
A proper little nerd. But, he looks nerdy, but I think
He's got a cool quiff.
He's got a cool quiff. Like he's got the nerdy get up, but if he takes he's one who could have a glam up.
He's one of those glow ups.
He's one of.
It's like when they hire someone in Hollywood who's just like obviously conventionally beautiful.
It's
but
like
then
when
they just put some glasses on them and put the hair up.
It's Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
Oh my god, nailed it.
Yeah.
The bow tie is it's a choice. So go on, describe this guy for the people.
See especially with these cartoon characters, I like to think what is a believable voice to come out of their mouth, and usually you see from like their jaw placement or something. But he's got quite normal proportions. He's a buddy. You'd imagine him in a kids show as well. That informs it. Yeah.
Well, what I'm seeing here is a nice quiff, glasses. He's got a really nice smile. He's got a bow tie on, and he's young. His shoes are untied, so he's a child.
Shoes.
And he's got a plaster on his
knee.
Neck,
so he's a bit of a rough and tumble lad.
Yeah, he's climbing trees. Yeah. But he's a youngster.
Oh. Come on, everyone.
No, is that too nerdy?
The glasses make you feel it, though.
Yeah,
they do.
But I can just look. He's gonna.
He's cool.
He's cool.
Go on. He's cool.
I'm gonna start nerdy.
Cool
I'm gonna start nerdy and then build up.
Okay.
I think that's a good way to go because if he's a cool kid hiding it, he's gonna be over the top. But then
Oh, we've got a memory card full. Go on, keep going.
Okay.
Come on, everyone. We'll go climbing the trees.
But now we go up a bit.
Come on, everyone. I've got turkey dinosaurs for dinner. We could all go round with Mum's, and she's got. I don't know what.
He's northern.
He's northern.
I'm all for him being northern.
Yeah. Hey, guy, I've got cans of Fanta. It's all cool. Don't worry about it. My mum lets me have fizzy drinks past 6 p.m. It's fine. Just have a cracking day. Together we can work better. I bet we can climb those trees if we put our minds to it. Here we go. He's a bit like...
there it
here
is.
It is.
Do it to the camera.
Here we go. Don't worry, everyone. We're gonna find Jessica's cat and we're gonna bring it down and we're gonna have a fantastic time. It's gone a bit weird.
No, okay. I think we got there.
We got there.
I think we got there with that one.
Give me time. We'll find it again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I mean, it's there. It's on tape.
Okay.
I'll just fix this camera and then we'll...
Okay, we pausing.
Might as well pause, aren't we? Recording.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so let's move on to the next one then.
Okay, beautiful.
Ready?
Yep.
Boom.
Ooh. Now this gives me the feeling of like a little 90s Cartoon Network style character,
Yeah.
He's a square man.
He's your dad in your 50s. He's a dad in the... I see him as American. He's got these great big teeth.
Yeah.
And he's pointing at things that need to be done. Come on, Charlie, don't shout at your mom. But he looks an insecure figure. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just having a good time. Maybe you shouldn't poke the stick at that cat. Come on now, please. Oh, Charlie, you are a menace.
I feel like you got some of them. You can just go straight into.
Yeah.
Like that one is that.
Yeah, like yes, I think it like the jaw. I
see.
something with the if you get the mouth right, I think that's really informs. Like I can see that he's very teethy. So you bring your teeth out a bit, and I don't know why he's like a Canadian guy or something like that.
I feel like you've got the voice. Can I give
Yeah.
you a scenario?
Okay, go.
And you just do it to that camera.
Yes.
Okay, so obviously you said he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
This has annoyed him though. Someone has filled his bin up.
Okay, Charlie, I'm not blaming you or something like that, but
It was me.
So you think you're a bit of a tough guy, Charlie? You think you can disrespect me in my own home? Well, Charlie, God damn it! I expect you to pack your things and leave, Charlie, before things become violent. I don't want to punish you, boy, but get out of my sight, or things will be bloody.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, good. I feel like you just went straight into that one.
Yeah,
So-
that one.
so-
I just felt it with that one.
So for you, that then the mouth. Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
tip for everyone, I think.
yeah, I think.
Have you heard that from somewhere else? Or is
No,
that
that's
just what-
that's something I've just sort of that's just something I hope I see if I can believe it coming out of that mouth.
Yeah.
like the mouth sort of
Yeah.
the voice can come from any part of the if he's very if you see a character with his chin down, there's a little bit like that.
See, so it is a very physical thing,
Yeah.
isn't it? Voice, right? Okay, are you ready for another one then?
Yeah, go on.
These ones, like, so the first ones are very generic.
Yeah.
Like, they were ones I was like, I could play this character in real life.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd go a bit
Yeah,
more.
get me weird. Okay.
Boom.
Okay, what we're seeing here, audience, is a toasted burger sandwich. I want to believe.
Yeah, it looks like a burger.
It looks like a burger in
with a face.
with a
and
face.
cap.
I forgot to say that he's a happy toasty, and he's got a hat.
Yeah, it's a cheeseburger, but in the shape of bread. So we'll just
Yeah.
go with cheese. Yeah, and he's got a hat.
And he looks like a little mascot. He's definitely a mascot for something. But
It's a mascot for your chippy dinner with your mum, but she hasn't got burger rolls in, so she put some. She put some two.
It has to be northern, doesn't it?
He's put some. He's put.
actually, I think I might go Birmingham. You're right. Don't worry about it, kids. If you've got a burger and you haven't got any buns, just try a bit of wholemeal bread.
He went northern again.
Yeah, see, it evolves.
It's because it's such a northern thing to do.
I like-
Just put it on some bread.
Put it on some bread. I ain't say it's a northern thing. That's all of my dinners as a
Oh,
kid.
fair.
Turkey dinosaurs and a bit of bread.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hey, kids, don't worry about it. He's back in here again.
Maybe let's try American for him.
It feels
He's
he's
got-
got baseball cap.
What are my kiddie American
he,
voices?
He does look too happy.
He's
Like,
he's very commercialized.
Yeah, that
Hey,
sounds like it.
don't worry about it. See, I've got some ideas, and we can all have pudding after if you eat your burger.
Sounds a bit like he's on the edge of a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, burgers ain't supposed to go in wholemeal bread, but we're rolling with it, kids. What is my existence? This wasn't meant for me. I was meant for something else, like ham or cheese. Just a
It's
plain.
just like he's been like a freak accident has gone wrong, and like this scientist
What is my existence?
has gone Rick and Morty. Like this scientist has.
yeah.
Oh god! Oh my gosh!
There's a kink for that.
No. Toasted sandwiches. I think I might have that kink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like it went to the place where
It needed to go. And then
well,
it went further.
too far.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, definitely, like it
It could be that.
it could be.
Don't
No,
shame
it
me
could
for
be.
my choices.
Oh, sorry, I
Make a
didn't mean that.
choice.
I think definitely though I enjoyed
Yeah.
it becoming self-aware that it's a sandwich and not knowing why it's alive.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, you got there. I like the teething out process that you have to do. You kind of start
you
somewhere
never,
and then
like, it's very rare you get it first.
of course, yeah.
First try, you just try different zones of your head.
Do you want another one?
Yeah, go on then. Shoot.
Boom. I went.
Right, she's got this side grin. I'll talk her through it. Her name's... What is her name? Her name is Karen from The Office.
Oh, okay.
I don't think... No, she's not
I don't
Karen.
think like Karen
No.
becomes something else.
Karen becomes something else when I say that.
No, she's okay. Just describe her.
Okay. Again, another office worker, Cameron, with a big head. Cameron's got... I know what Cameron's looking for. She again, shirt and tie. You know, like, do women wear that in the workplace? Maybe that's like a schoolies type thing. Maybe it's a dressing down.
I mean,
nice
what I
pencil
liked
skirt.
about her. Can I say why I chose
Yeah,
her?
when you chose.
I liked her high heels office vibe. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a power move.
It is an office vibe, but she's got these big pearl earrings.
Big
and
pearlies.
And her hair's done up.
It gave me Devil Wears Prada vibes when I saw this cartoon.
She's too sexy for me.
She's a flirty. She's gone through a divorce. And she's ready to mingle with some of the
Yeah.
boys in the office.
I'll tell you something now. It's not a back out, but I think it's a general thing. Men should not play women.
Okay.
No one can do it convincingly. There's like one or two people that can.
Edna Mode.
But women can play men.
Yeah.
Really, I don't know what
Bart
it is.
Simpson.
Yeah. There's very few times where
Does it not happen the other way?
And it doesn't
I
really
just
happen.
thought it'd be really funny.
Yeah, no,
to
I'm
make
gonna
you do that.
I'm gonna do
Oh
it.
yeah. No, I'm not hiring you to do this.
No, I know.
I just thought it'd be funny to see.
Hey, don't go starting, right?
But yeah, that's a good point.
I'm sort of trying to physicalize it. You know, she's got this side. She's got this side smirk. Well, chick. All right. Oh, she's like this, maybe. Don't worry about it. I've got your coffee. Well, she's northern again. I don't know why.
You're loving the northern
Oh,
accent.
yeah, it's because I'm hanging around you.
What if she was from London?
What if she was?
She's not though.
She's not though.
She's just not.
She's either an American or a northern lass.
No, she's 100% northern. That was it.
Yeah, so don't worry. See, I've got the estate agents on the phone. I've got Kyle on the phone, and he wants to book an appointment. Right, he's got an appointment. I'm going out later. So can you do the house on Mill Street? Is that all right, Button? Is that all right, Button? I'm gonna go get my nails done. So if you can go visit Mill Street, right? It'll be right and ready for you.
She's definitely like slightly inappropriate with younger members of
Yes,
stuff.
she's a bit of a cougar, but she's a bit too attacking.
Yeah, she's my type.
Yes.
I like her. Okay. Let's move on from her.
All right.
I don't feel like you nailed her.
No,
I
I don't-
feel like you
no.
got an option.
Yeah, I've got an option
That's
there.
what happens, man. That's what happens.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, it's a bit small, but I liked this one for you.
Okay, again, he's a detective eye, but his face is obscured in his trench coat, and he's got a nice, I don't know what to call that hat.
It's like a flash of Mac and then a big like. It looks like a bit like a sombrero, but
If you ever seen The Mask,
yeah,
he's got one of those big rimmed hats.
he's got a torch and he's sneaking around.
He's a private eye, and his face is obscured.
Lad, I knew you were gonna go there.
Maybe if I open this door, the broad has hired me for something. I'm gonna go sneaking in her trousers.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna give him a sniff. Yeah,
Oh no!
that's right. I'm gonna put that in it's evidence. Don't worry about it. So you brought me onto the case.
Creepy Columbo.
The creepy Columbo.
He's just a little man. He's got little energy. No one gives him much mind.
Today. So I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna bring them forth. Yeah.
you know, I think that's one version. But what's another one?
Sometimes it's cool to go opposite, innit?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, oh, a voice that you don't expect.
Well, maybe if I seen something along those lines. Light up the corridor. Who's there, spooky person? He's a bit Ray Romano. Oh yeah, or the guy. Maybe he's a bit. He's trying to act tough, but he's got this voice. I'm looking for clues. Is there any clues around? Oh.
Very nice. Yeah, I like the contrast. Sometimes I know, like, I'm not a voiceover artist.
Yeah.
But as a creative person, sometimes it's cool to do the opposite.
Yeah, going against type, it just adds a creative flavour.
Funny.
Yeah.
So that's just funny. I liked both of those. It depends on the writing, doesn't it? To what you would go with that. But I liked Columbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. This guy.
Again, you like your big-headed.
He's a bit too close. Can I just skip
Yeah, you can
to
skip.
that one? Let's do this one.
Oh, okay. I kind of like the doctor, but no, let's go to the cowboy.
This is the last one.
It's the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, let's talk about this guy. He's your macho cowboy. He's got the proper crimson chin jawline, stubble abound, but he's got his blonde hair, blue eyes. He's got his magnum. Well, you're a bit low here, but baby, he's quite a good guy, so don't worry about it. He's speaking the side of his mouth. He's having a good time. Hey, partner, I think you should let go of that young dame. Everyone here is having a good time. And I got a bottle of whiskey back in the bar with my name on it, and I think we should all be amicable if we set aside our differences and sit down and have a game of poker over who wins.
Nice.
Something like that. Maybe a bit more. He's got an intimacy in his eyes. I've seen death. I know you haven't, sir. I know you will not win this duel. Surrender now, or prepare to fight. Team Rocket. That's right. Right. He's got a bit of Matthew McConaughey energy in there as well. Right. Maybe he's something there. Maybe he's something. No, he ain't there.
He's not. He's what you've done. He's so distinctly drawn that it's that.
Yeah,
that's where it comes from.
You know, you got your jaw around here.
Yeah, that mouth thing is really a cool tip.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that was really fun. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
That was the last one.
Okay.
Yes, I can see my battery flashing.
All right.
And we should do more of that.
Okay.
Especially considering I didn't prepare you for any of those.
Don't prepare me
I
for
won't
them.
prepare you. But we should do more of that. We should we should make some clips, and we should do some of that.
Get me some cool, quirky characters.
Yeah. If anyone who wants to draw or anything, that'd be cool. If anyone's watching it who wants to draw or anything, even if it's like a sketch, like it doesn't have to be like that, does it?
No.
It can be a little sketch. That'd be funny.
Some nice stock images.
That'd be really nice. Oh, Kris, thank you for joining me in my first ever podcast.
I feel
For the
privileged.
College of Deviant Behaviour.
I know what mocap.
Oh my gosh.
I know what mocap I want to be in now.
Skyrim. There we go.
That's all right. Thank you.
That might annoy people. At least you've
Elder
said
Scrolls.
it now.
There
Very
we go.
nice. Yeah. Oh, and it's just died. Right.
I can look at this one.
Go on, Kris. Do the outro.
Thank you for watching the College of Deviant Behaviour with Cameron Jones. I've been Kris Laudrum. Follow me on my socials at Kris W Laudrum or on my new Twitch streaming at Deviant FM.
Oh my gosh. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow our journey, like the Facebook page, the College of Deviant Behaviour Facebook page. Find us on Instagram at College of Deviants. Find me on Twitter at College of Deviants. And just get involved in the journey that we're going on.
Get involved.
Muchas gracias. See you later.
Buenos dias. Vamos a mí.